So, are you kind of tired of the old go to school, get a job, and maybe retire at 65 playbook? Yeah, me too. Well, you're in the right place, because today we're diving into a 5 stage framework from the self made millionaire Mark Tilbury. It's all about how to break free and start building some real wealth starting like right now. Now, this is not just some feel-good motivational quote. It's a total wake-up call. It's about refusing to just accept the way things are. It's about flipping the whole script and realizing, hey, maybe the real greed isn't you wanting more for your life. Maybe it's a system that's kind of designed to keep you from ever getting it.
Okay, so if that main road everyone takes just leads to, an okay life, what's the secret path to real financial freedom? Well, according to Tilbury, it's not some magic formula or getting a lucky break. Nope, it's a 5 stage journey that pretty much anyone can follow.
And look, this isn't just a simple to-do list. It's more like a hero's journey. It's the path you take from just letting life happen to you to becoming the person who actually designs their own life. And every journey starts with that first step, right? So let's take a look at the stage where most people honestly get stuck forever. The very first step, and this is key, isn't about what you do. It's about what you decide. It's about drawing a line in the sand and saying, that's it. I'm no longer just a passenger in my own life. It's about making that conscious choice to stop drifting and finally start steering. You ever find yourself just endlessly scrolling through get-rich-quick videos, but you're so paralyzed by the fear of picking the wrong thing that you just don't pick anything? That is the drifter's trap. You're so scared of taking the wrong path that you stay on the default path, the one that leads you right back to where you started. And here it is. Here's the ultimate wake-up call. If you're not actively, and I mean actively, building your own dream, you're basically just a paid employee building someone else's. So, stage one is all about getting this simple fact. You're the only one who's truly invested in your own success. It's time to start acting like it. Okay, so you've made the decision. You're taking control. You've broken out of that drifter mindset. But a decision without action, that's just a daydream. These next 2 stages, they're all about turning that decision into a real plan with a focused direction. Stage 2. This is where you become a force of nature. Seriously. It's about taking all your energy and channeling it into one single white-hot focus. Look, you can't be a jack of all trades and a master of wealth at the same time. It just doesn't work. You've got to choose your obsession and let it completely consume you. And listen, this part isn't about inventing the next big thing. Forget that. It's about finding a vehicle, a business model, a skill that's already proven to work, and then just learning how to drive it. The goal is to get so ridiculously good at one high-value skill that people are practically lining up to pay you for it. And these aren't just random hobbies, okay? These are actual, proven pathways that are making people 6 figures right now. It could be the creative side of video editing, the puzzle of dropshipping. The key is to find a path that you actually find kind of interesting, and then go all in on becoming a master at it. All right, so once you've picked your path, you enter what I like to call the proving ground. Stage 4, the lonely grind, is where your commitment gets put to the ultimate test. It's where that initial excitement starts to wear off, and the real work begins. This is where you're going to want to quit like 1,000 times, but it's also where you build the resilience that's going to define your success. And let's be totally honest with each other, when you first start, you are going to suck. And that's not just okay, it is essential. Every single expert out there was a total beginner once. This stage is all about embracing that suck, putting in the reps, and celebrating those tiny little wins as you get better and better. Now, during this stage, feedback is basically your rocket fuel. But not all fuel is the same. Your friends and family, they're going to tell you, you're doing great, which is nice, but what you really need is that blunt, honest, constructive criticism from someone who's already done what you're trying to do. You need someone who can spot your mistakes and tell you exactly how to fix them. This is the part of the journey where things get, well, lonely. You're kind of in this weird middle ground. You're not a beginner anymore, but you're not quite an expert either. It's a really strange place to be, and frankly, it's where most people give up. But it's also that final hurdle right before the big breakthrough. So how do you get through this lonely chapter? Simple. You find your tribe. You have to connect with other people who are in the trenches fighting the same fight. People who get it, who can celebrate your wins with you and pick you up when you're down. This isn't just about emotional support. It's a huge strategic advantage. So after all those hours, all that focus, after pushing through every single doubt, you finally make it. You emerge from the lonely grind and step into the sunlight. You've hit stage 5, freedom. But with this new power comes a new choice, a really important one that's going to determine the rest of your life.
This is it. This is the moment you've been grinding for. It's that feeling of quiet confidence, knowing you can handle whatever life throws at you. It's waking up and deciding what you want to do with your day, not what your boss tells you to do. It's the deep satisfaction of knowing you built this life all on your own terms. But here's where the path splits. You can take all that new money and live a flashy life, or you can use it as a launch pad for something way, way bigger. See, being rich is about spending money to impress people, but being wealthy, that's about investing that money to build a legacy. It's the difference between being a flash in the pan and building an empire. So, what's the one common thread that runs through all 5 of these stages? What's the one single asset that will just keep on growing long after your bank account is full? It's you. It has always been you. Your knowledge, your skills, your resilience. These are the assets no one can ever take from you. Every book you read, every skill you learn, every failure you overcome, it's an investment that pays dividends for the rest of your life. Your ability to learn and adapt is the real engine of your wealth.
This whole 5-stage journey, it's not really about getting rich. It's about earning your freedom. But here's the thing. Freedom isn't the finish line. It's the starting line. So the real question is, now that you're free to choose your own path, what adventure are you going to go on next? Thanks for tuning in.